Today is June 28th, 2020, and it is day number 44 of our Appalachian Trail Thru-Hike. We are starting the day at Laurel Creek Shelter, and the plan is to hike around 22.5 miles to a shelter called Prickle Branch in Virginia. I feel that we have completely adjusted to life on the trail. I can see a routine being established of getting up early in the morning, having our gear ready for the day's hike, enjoying a good breakfast, and starting the day. And it's amazing how we can adjust to all kinds of circumstances, no matter what they are. So I think human beings have this ability. The fears that I had in the beginning of the Thru-Hike have pretty much all disappeared. So as you know, I'm not experienced with camping, and in the beginning I was a little bit concerned with that. And now I just feel I can camp anywhere I want, and all fears have completely vanished. So, and that's great, actually. It gives us a sense of independence and freedom, that we can do anything that we set up ourselves to do. So it's just a matter of confronting whatever is ahead and doing it. So, and definitely doing it builds up confidence. So I feel very confident right now at this stage of our Thru-Hike. I'm so happy and so fortunate to have no physical problems of any kind. I feel strong, so I will just continue pushing forward as long as I feel this way. As I've mentioned earlier, so far I have not taken any day off, so I've been walking consistently for the last 44 days, and that is now working as a motivation for me. I know that I'm gonna have to rest at one point, but I wanna just go as far as I can, so just to test myself. And we need motivation to do what we're doing, and anything that works as motivation is, you have to hold on to it, because it definitely helps. So yeah, the temperature for today is it's chilly right now. Actually, the forecast is for rain showers throughout the day. Let's see how it goes, and I'm sure we'll enjoy another day of our hiking experience on the AT. My number one recommendation for anyone considering an attempt of a Thru-Hike of the Appalachian Trail and is over 55 years old, I am 58, I'll be turning 59 on the trail, is not to carry a heavy backpack. Try to pack as light as possible. And one can start doing that by choosing a light backpack, a light tent, and a light sleeping bag. I'm carrying a sleeping bag, tent, and backpack by Z-Packs. They have very light gear, so I recommend checking their website. They're a great company based in Florida. One other thing to keep in mind is that the trail allows a hiker to make several gear adjustments throughout the Thru-Hike. No hiker ends the Thru-Hike with the same gear he or she started. Myself, I have already sent 4 shipments back home. Another very important thing is testing your gear before starting a Thru-Hike, especially items like the kind of shoes you wear or the socks. I'm wearing Ultra Lone Peaks, and before I started wearing this kind of shoes, I used to have blisters in my feet, and since I started using Ultras, blisters have completely disappeared from my daily hiking activities. Also, I wear the double layer socks. I find that it helps a lot preventing blisters as well. So my feet get very hot when I hike, so I need to have cool socks. I stay away from anything made with wool. Basically, after almost completing 700 miles on the Appalachian Trail, and once again I started my Thru-Hike in mid-May, and today is June 28th. I'm carrying a sleeping bag, my tent. I have 2 short sleeves t-shirts. I have 1 convertible pants, 1 shorts. I have 2 underwears, 2 pairs of socks. I have a very light fleece that sometimes I sleep with. I have a very light puff jacket just in case there's a colder day. And then I have a binner. I have biking gloves, which I like to wear when I'm hiking. It kind of protects my hands. I have a hat. I have a small towel. I like to dry the floor of my tent before I place my sleeping pad on it. So I have my sleeping pad, which is not an inflatable one, by the way. Then I have a toilet bag with basic things. I have a bag with some electronics like cables and a power bank to recharge my phone. So, and then I have the food bag, right, which is which varies the weight. It depends, how much food I'm carrying, if it's food for 3 or 4 days or only 2 days. But so basically this is all I have, and once again I think that it's very important to keep the weight of the backpack light as possible. That's what allows a hiker to enjoy more the hiking, and also have longer days. So I have been hiking for the last 10 days at least, or 2 weeks, an average of 20 miles or a little bit above that. So, and I've been enjoying a lot my through hike. The AT is basically a roller coaster. You are going up and down mountains the whole time. So anyone used to a different trail must keep in mind that on the AT you're gonna go up and down every day. It is 1 p.m. and I'm gonna take a quick stop to have a snack right here in this area. I'm not gonna go down to the shelter because it's 0.4 miles away from the AT, and if I go I have to come back, and that's almost 1 extra mile. So I'm just gonna sit right here and have a quick snack. This mountain ridge is the Eastern Continental Divide. To the left is the Gulf of Mexico, and to the right is the Atlantic Ocean. The AT goes right through it. It is 7 p.m. and I'm reaching the campsite where I'm gonna be setting up my tent for this evening. We have changed plans. We're no longer hiking all the way to the shelter as we planned this morning, and so altogether we're hiking 15 miles today from Laurel Creek Shelter to this campsite. And the reason for this is that Walden, together with another hiker, her trail name is Bearbait, they are organizing a trail magic for the 4th of July. So actually it is Bearbait's mother who is planning to have this trail magic on the 4th. And there's a small bubble of hikers coming behind us. Among them is Splinter, Lone Wolf, Wonder. So these are hikers that we have met on the trail. And the idea is for us to be together for this trail magic on the 4th. So, so Walden and I, we are walking a shorter distance today, so these other hikers can catch up with us, and hopefully this is going to work out, and we're going to all be together on the 4th of July for trail magic. So I'm looking forward to meeting these other hikers, and looking forward to celebrating the 4th of July on the AT. And this is where I'm gonna camp tonight. I'm gonna try to find a nice spot to set up my tent. I think it's gonna work out just fine right here. Today is June 29, 2020, and it is day number 45 of our Appalachian Trail Thru-Hike. I'm starting the day at the campsite just below Crush Mountain, and the idea today is to hike 20 miles to a road. Actually, it's the Virginia 311. We are going to a hostel called Four Pines, and they're gonna pick us up at the trailhead, this route 311 in Virginia. So I actually camped alone here at this campsite. Walden stayed at the shelter, which is 2.4 miles before the campsite. He was coming behind me and it got dark and he stayed at the shelter. So, but we're gonna be meeting later on today. The idea is for these others hikers to catch up with us. So we'll be all together for a trail magic on the 4th of July. I'm all right, and yourself? Good, huh?
Good. Beautiful morning.
Beautiful morning. So I camped right just below, over there at that campsite. And Walden stayed at the shelter.
I stayed with him.
Oh, you stayed with him. Wonderful.
He's up.
He's up. Good. So are you going to Four Pines today?
I don't know.
Sir Falls a lot. Who I think we're gonna change your name, right?
Okay.
Sir Hikes a lot. Actually, Walden is already calling you Sir Hikes a lot.
Yes.
So
When
yeah.
I got into the shelter last night, he said, okay, sure, falls a lot. How many times did you fall
Yeah.
on that slanted granite? I said, I fell once. He said, that's less than when I fell.
Yes.
Was it raining when you went across the top of that ridge with the slanted rock?
Yes, actually yesterday I was,
That would have been really dangerous.
yeah, I was very concerned yesterday when I went through those cliffs because it was very slippery.
Somebody told me it was going to rain today. I thought dragon's tooth in the rain. I just heard dragon's tooth was pretty dangerous too.
Dragon's Tooth is coming ahead?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm really delighted that the sun's out.
Yeah. This is the ascent for the summit of Crush Mountain.
Okay. Here we are.
All right. 700 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Walden, congratulations.
Yeah.
What do you have to say, man? Come here, come here. No, man.
I love Virginia.
You do, huh?
Yeah, I'm loving it here.
Whoever said that there were no mountains in Virginia, man, is so mistaken. Come here, come here.
Yeah.
Come here, let's see if we can both of us be in this shot here,
Oh, yeah,
because
yeah.
this is certainly to be celebrated. 700 miles on the Appalachian Trail. Very proud. Yes, and these mountains in Virginia are incredible. They in North Carolina and Georgia, they didn't have this ledges. It's so many of them. You go up and down on the top of the mountain. When you think that you are reaching the very top, there's still another one to go. So yeah, we're on the way to Dragon's Tooth. Let's see how it's going to be like. Is it the tooth or?
I don't think so. It's just one of the views, but it's a good view.
Yes, man, it's beautiful. If you think going up is hard, just wait until you start going down. That's gonna be a very technical trail going down. It was a short day for me today. I hiked around 14 miles from the campsite just below the Crush Mountain, and I hiked to Four Pines Hostel. So 14-mile day, and we are here with a number of hikers all going northbound, and hopefully we'll stay together for the 4th of July. Hopefully there will be a Trail Magic, which is being organized by Bear Bait's mother, and we'll have this group spend a nice 4th of July. So yeah, we are here, and I had dinner at this gas station not far from the hostel, and I'm just relaxing now, getting ready for another day tomorrow.